Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chum here, and welcome back to another episode of our Wi-Fi Wednesday. As you guys can see, this is the second episode going up today, and I figured because this is the day that we are starting off this series, we might as well start off with a bang and have a double episode. Either way, you guys can see once again we are using the exact same team as last episode, and we're hoping for some redemption. Now, right now I'm going up against one of you guys named Alex, and I'm pretty excited for this battle. It's been a long time in the making, and honestly, it's really funny. Before we started this match, I was doing this exact phase here, explaining my team, and I was like, we have Light Clay Ninetales, Thick Club Marowak, and no item Arachnid. I have to fix that. And I had to stop the recording and start again and get the item sorted out. So thanks, Alex, for bearing with me while I've sorted that out. Either way, like I said, I have all these Pokemon. I have Waterium Z on Arachnid. I have Choice Band Slash, Assault Vested Mudsdale, and what are you using? Choice Specs? Yeah, Choice Specs Vikavolt. Either way, let's say yes, let's move on, and let's do this. Let's make the magic happen. Now, I want to pick some sick music. We're going to pick... Do we want to pick Elite Four? I kind of want to pick Elite Four. No, let's pick Team Skull music. I still love that Team Skull music. I get that Team Skull is like such a foolish team, but their music is fire. Alright, now let's look at our opponents here. Let's select our participating Pokemon. What do we see? So, we see quite a few of the same members. We have our opponent with an Arachnid, a Minior, a Lycanroc, a Alola Ninetales, a Magmortar, and a Golisopod. Now, so we see two of the exact same typing Pokemon. In fact, I've always been wary of using Golisopod and Arachnid at the same time because they have identical typing. But we do notice we have a solid 3 Pokemon in their team weak to Electric. We see 2 Ground-type weaknesses, which we don't... Well, we do have a Ground-type Pokemon, actually. Either way, I feel like Ninetales would be a pretty strong lead for my opponent, and I honestly have very little reason not to lead off with my Sand Slash, because it can 1v1 almost anything. It has Rock-type moves for the bugs. It can, the only thing it can't deal with is Magmortar, but I don't see that happening. So we're going to lead with Saiyajin, predicting the potential, what do you call it? Predicting the potential Alola Ninetales lead, because it's a pretty strong lead as usual, and like I said, I can 1v1 almost anything. I can handle Minior, I can handle everything except for the Magmortar, and if the Magmortar is a lead, I'll either just go out into Marowak or Mudsdale. Probably Marowak. I don't think Mudsdale wants to take a hit. Marowak doesn't seem to be too useful on this team because they have lots of water types, but we'll see how this battle plays out. I'm very excited. Let's see, Alolan Sand Slash is here. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I have this thing in a dive ball, and I solely do that because the colors match. I get this Pokemon does not make sense in a dive ball, but I was like, yo, I love matching my Pokemon to the Pokeball. Either way, we see the beautiful Lycanroc here. We could be seeing a Stealth Rocks, I wouldn't be surprised, but we're just going to click Iron Head and see what my opponent wants to do. We might see a switch here, because unless this thing is Focus Sash, it is going to get one shot. I'm probably predicting the Stealth Rocks. Oh, actually, you know, if we see a Brick Break, I'm so done. I completely forgot this Pokemon gets Brick Break, but they did not use it. They went for the Stealth Rocks, which is fine with me. We're probably going to see the Focus Sash here, and it honestly makes me want to switch out, because I don't want to lose my Sand Slash just yet, in case they do go for the Brick Break. So, and of course you guys can see we don't have any priority or anything like that. So I think what we'll do, we might switch out. The problem is, no one really wants to take an attack from the thing. If anyone, it's Mudsdale, because like I could predict the Brick Break and I can go to Marowak, but if they go for a Rock type move, we're in a really bad position. So I think what we'll do is we'll go into Butt Stallion, and we'll just hang out. I can't remember if my opponent has any ground type immunities. I'm not certain. Either way, we are switching out. What move are we going to see here? Please show me the Brick Break so I know I made the right play. We see the Fire Fang. I mean, that's just as scary. Either way, we take a pretty small chunk of damage, and we get the +1 boost. So Mudsdale is in a very happy position, and I don't see any reason we can't just go for Earthquake. They do have Minior, which could come in here. So I think instead of going for Earthquake, go for Heavy Slam. I get that they have more Pokemon on the team that resist Heavy Slam, but I don't want to do no damage. I'd rather do something. So let's see what's going to happen here. What is my opponent's play to make? They could say it and go for another attack, but I would feel like that's a bit of a waste of a Lycanroc. Then again, they did get their Stealth Rocks up, so I mean, that's kind of the whole purpose of the Pokemon. In fact, it might be smart for me to run Stealth Rocks on my Lycanroc, but what I want to do is actually want to run Stealth Rocks on my Midnight Lycanroc, not my Midday. I want my Midday to be all about attacking, And I want my Midnight... I don't know if I've told you guys, but my plan is to have a no-guard Midnight Lycanroc that runs one of the crit hit increasing moves. Items. So something along the lines of Razor Claw, I believe it is, or Zoom or Scope Lens, one of the two. And the reason I want to do that is because with no guard, I have 100% accurate Rock Slide, which is of course an amazing time. And then on top of that, we have 50% chance, I believe, to crit. Sorry, I meant not Rock Slide, sorry, I meant Stone Edge. 100% accurate Stone Edge with 50% chance to crit. To me, that's kind of ridiculous, and I'd love to try that out. I haven't bred the Pokemon yet because I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't. I just haven't. I have the hidden ability Pokemon sitting in the back. Either way, guys, we see the Ninetales is here with Snow Warning. So had the Ninetales been our opponent's league, we would have been in a really good position. Admittedly, I could have predicted the Stealth Rocking Lycanroc. I just didn't because I'm a fool. Either way, this thing could potentially one-shot us with a Blizzard. Don't get me wrong, but I want to just click Heavy Slam, because if I can kill it with Heavy Slam, that'll be unbelievable. And if my opponent does manage to defeat me, I can just go into Sand Slash and go for my own Iron Head there, and I'll definitely outspeed this Ninetales because I have, of course, the Slush Rush. Also, you may have noticed, my Sand Slash is Choice Banded and has Swords Dance, so I have to keep in my head that I am banded, otherwise I'm going to Swords Dance and lock myself into it. So, really, really poor choice of moves. Like, the Pokemon isn't built for a Choice Band. I just have no other better item. So I was like, yeah, I'll just go with Choice Band. So, I mean, not that there's anything more. I mean, I could have Earthquake. But, like, the way I'm thinking is, like, there's not that many other moves that I have that would be better in terms of, having a band and getting rid of Swords Dance. Now, we see the Glitch Spot here. It is faster than us because it got buffed by the Hail first. And it did take that Heavy Slam like a champion. Of course, that being because this Pokemon is, what's that word? A water type, resist. So, I feel like this thing is going to want to go for, he knows it outspeeds, it's probably going to go for Liquidation, but I'm +2 defenses. I believe I can live it. I'm going to go for a Rock Tomb to potentially slow it down to the point that it's slower than us. And we can, of course, find that out based on the hail damage. So we get another bit of a boost to the stamina, and we're going to go for the Rock Slide. Now, very interesting enough that my opponent switched in their... Sorry, that was Rock Tomb, not Rock Slide. But our opponent switched in their Ninetales to get the Hail up and then disappear. They didn't even go for an attack. They just brought in Ninetales and then switched out, which is really, really interesting. Either way, we see Mudsdale live that attack barely. And judging by what's coming out, Artillery. What are you? Ooh, I like that name. I really like the name. Alright, so, of course, Magmortar is faster. Mudsdale is one of the slowest Pokemon in the game. There's honestly no reason for me to switch out. Looking at my opponent's team, yeah, every single Pokemon my opponent has outspeeds us. So we're just gonna go, and we're just gonna click Earthquake, because maybe they're gonna go for a Fire Blast and miss. No, we see a Psychic. Interesting. I wonder what the prediction was there. I wonder what they thought I was gonna do. Who knows? Who knows what they thought we were gonna do? We see, of course, they get hit by the Hail. Now, what if my team wants to handle Artillery? I could go into Mogwai. I do carry Earthquake, and Shadowbone's going to hit like a truck anyway. But part of me wants to go into Jupiter, because we do resist stab to no end. And I'm tempted to click Waterium Z, as in click the Z move. But Liquidation should pick up the KO, so we're going to go for Liquidation. Let's see if we can live an attack from this thing. We see it. Wow. Why didn't I think of that? We still lived it. Oh my goodness. Our natural bulk. I know Arachnid has really good natural bulk, but that is actually really surprising. From a Magmortar, especially after Stealth Rocks. Wow, Arachnid, you're a champion, and I love you for it. Either way, another Pokemon's going to go down here, because Arachnid doesn't outspeed anything. Maybe if they have their own Arachnid come out right now. But I feel like I just want to click the Z move. I don't know if that's a smart idea. Maybe I should do that. Because again, like, it doesn't outspeed anything, so it's not. There's no point saving it. It might outspeed Galistopod. Only one way to find out, am I right? Oh wait, no. This thing's going to use First Impression. But again, there's no reason to save it. As far as I'm aware, there's no reason to save this Pokemon. I could switch in Mogwai and be a real champion and take the First Impression, but I just threw my stylus across the table. Hold on, guys. Let me nap. Sorry, I bumped my microphone. I apologize. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason for me to keep this thing alive. If I bring in Mogwai and risk it, it's really, really dangerous because I need that thing for the Ninetales. I guess I could say I more so need Sand Slash. But we should be fine. Honestly, we're just going to do it. I mean, I'm going to die here, but sometimes you got to sack off Pokemon to survive. Well done, Jupiter. You did good. You survived a Thunderbolt. I'm proud of you, but it's time for you to go down. And judging by that damage, had that been Stab, I potentially could have lived if I was on full health and, Pokemon with a similar stat. Pretty crazy. Either way, I think now is the time to unleash the beast. And by the beast, I mean Celtis, because this thing, if you guys don't know, this thing is a monster. This thing hits like a truck covered in lightning. It's ridiculous. So we see, once again, dude, we have too many bug types now. Not too many bug types. We have 2 Pokemon, Yo, we have like... Well, hold on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 weaknesses to Stealth Rocks. And I don't have a spinner. I'm actually the best battler you've ever seen in your entire life, guys. Either way, we could see a switch here because this thing probably isn't going to outspeed us. Admittedly, I don't actually have a max speed Celtis. What's its actual name? Vikavolt. But they have no electric type immunity, so we're just going to go for the Volt Switch. And we're going to get... Ooh, Leech Life. Ooh, going to do a good amount of damage. Was that resisted? Because if it was... No, it wasn't resisted. I don't think it was. It didn't say it was. This is definitely going to carry a Gliscod. And I guess Celtis gets to kind of hang out in a different dimension now because it gets to go from the field. It's not really going to be meaningful because I don't think Celtis is ever going to be able to come back in. I'm pretty sure it's in Stealth Rock's range, but at the same time, it's better to have it in the back and be able to get a free switch in later. Now, I wish I could have seen what my opponent's Pokemon were, but I think we'll just go into Snowflake and get the hail back up in our favor. I get that they can go into... What do they want to go? What would they want to go into? What would they want to go into? We see our Snow Warning come off, of course. And I'm not going to lie, one thing that's super confusing, guys, is that when you press quote-unquote Y, I know I've been tapping the button, but when you press Y to look at your opponent's team, it doesn't tell you which Pokemon have fainted. Which is really confusing that they do it that way. Regardless, we see an Arachnoid here. Now look, let me show you. We're looking at this thing. Gliscod is dead. I'm pretty sure Lycanroc is dead. And Magmortar is dead. Yeah, 3 Pokemon down. And it doesn't tell us that they're dead. So you do have to remember still. You still have to kind of write it down and remember it, which is interesting. Either way, this thing is probably going to try and destroy my soul with like straight power. And I really feel that. But I want to get the Aurora Veil up. And I won't lie to you guys, I haven't got an answer for this Pokemon. We'll go for the Aurora Veil and get this thing up, half the damage. I can still potentially die to a water type move. See a Poison Jab. That actually makes a lot of sense as well. It's going to do a good amount of damage. We won't live another one. But I think what we can do is kind of predict another Poison Jab and go out into our Saiyajin here. At the same time, we're not... You know what? We're going to attack. Solely because we're going to die to Stealth Rocks now. So we'll just go for a Moonblast. Get some damage on, guarantee Saiyajin the kill when he comes in. And I'm glad we have Aurora Veil up for 8 turns, which is going to be amazing. And I'm not going to lie, the Stealth Rocks have been putting the finest in against my team. Like I said, 4 weaknesses to Stealth Rocks. That's way too many. That is way too many. Either way, I think Sand Slash picks up the W from here. I can definitely one-shot the Ninetales unless it's Focus Sash, which I doubt it will be. And then, moreover, the Minior can't really handle Sand Slash, especially in the snow. So we should be good to go. Either way, Snowflake, do your thing. Moonblast is Arachnid. See how much damage you can do. I mean, once my opponent picks their move, of course. I'll admit, Minior still is a bit of a threat. It definitely does scare me a lot. Because I need the hail to last a long time. So this is turn number 3. Which means we have 2 turns to pick up the W here. We go for the Moonblast. How much damage is it going to do? A decent amount. And we see the Poison Jab. That is fine. We go down. And now, I really do want to bring in... Should I be bringing in Sand Slash? I think I have to. Yeah, I have to. And go for the Rock Slide. The Rock Slide, Choice Band and Rock Slide should pick up the KO. I mean, it's Rock Slide. This thing doesn't have the best physical defense. but I will have to switch out next turn because of the fact that I'll get locked into the wrong move. So go for the Rock Slide here. I believe even Minior is actually weak to Rock Slide. It should be. So maybe Rock Slide isn't a bad choice to just kind of stay in using Rock Slide. But my remaining Pokemon can't handle Minior, so I need this thing for Minior. Right now, like, even though I've been picking up KOs after KOs, my back is definitely against the wall. This has been a really, really good battle. I'm definitely having a lot of fun here. And the reason, of course, like I said, my back is against the wall is because I have limited hail. And I'm hoping that I can use my opponent to my advantage and get them to put the hail back up for me. Because that'll be really, really helpful. So this is turn number 2, which means that after next turn the hail is gone. So they might avoid bringing their Ninetales in so they can keep their hail up. I don't know if they realize that that would make my Pokemon stronger, but I'm okay with them realizing that. Because that way, you know, their Pokemon won't be as strong. I don't know. It's a confusing time. Either way, we go for the Rock Slide, we miss. You have to be kidding me. Okay, it's interesting. Could my opponent be banded, not realize that I am... sorry, what's that word? Not realize that I'm a Steel type? I don't really know. Either way. Once again, we're just going to go for the Rock Slide. Hopefully we land it. Very, very sad that we missed that first Rock Slide, but it really made no difference for us. All it did really was burn down the hail turns. I don't know if the hail will end before their Pokemon comes in. No, the hail stops, so no matter what Pokemon they bring in, I'll still have my speed boost for a very long time. So we're really comfortable there. We see the Ninetales here. I think now it's time to bring out Celtis to its death. I really believe now's the time. Or I could bring in Marowak. I think we'll bring in Marowak. Yeah, well, I think we'll bring in Marowak. Because Marowak doesn't help us against the Minior. Minior will probably one-shot Marowak. So we might as well use Marowak here. Take a little bit from the Stealth Rocks. Are we going to see an Aurora Veil? We do. So, powerful play by my opponent. But we do resist Boat Stab. So we're in a pretty comfortable position. And I feel like just clicking Flare Blitz. Because even if the Minior does want to come in here, it's going to take a lot of damage. And I think we should still KO with Flare Blitz because of the fact that... Ooh. A Z move. We resist it, but can we actually live this? It's going to be a close one. Is this Blizzard? Blizzard into a Z move? I wish it told me. I wish I knew. Can we actually live this? I don't think we can. I mean, sure it's resisted, but... Why did that do nothing? What? I have to ask Alex afterwards what move that was. I at least expected to go into the red. Wow, okay, well I am in the red now. Alright, so. We're in a pretty tough position. We have how many turns of hail left? So this is turn 3. So we have 3 turns of hail. This turn, next turn, and the turn after that. So my play right now, my thought process right now is just go for an attack, quote unquote YOLO it, and then what's that word? And then next turn, Sand Slash comes out with the speed and just goes for Iron Heads for the W. That is my plan. So we're gonna do that. We'll just click Shadow Bone because it's our only real option. I could have Will-O-Wisp. I should have Will-O-Wisp. What's wrong with me? That would have been such a pro play, unless it's something special. Then again, then it wouldn't have been worth. So maybe I did make the right play. Shadow Bone, do the damage, but don't. Oh wow! Wow. Am I still in it? I'm still in here. I'm still in here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, one bad thing that's just occurred is that this thing has a +2 speed boost, and that means it kind of still outspeeds. Now it should outspeed. What's his name? Like, genuinely, what is his name? Earthquake. Ooh, that's bad news bears, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well, down goes Marowak. And the final turn. Yo, can you die to hail? No, you won't die to hail, damn it. Obviously not this turn. Either way, we're going to Sajin. And it honestly all comes down to this. Will I outspeed this Pokemon? There is a chance. There is also a chance that I'll live the... No, there isn't. This thing's +2. What am I talking about? Let's just click Iron Head and see what happens. We don't outspeed. We get hit by the Earthquake. And I think that this might be the end of the match for us. And that's it, guys. That's the end of the match because Celtis dies upon entry. I can't believe it, but Minior has come through. Really, really good play by my opponent. I feel like, in hindsight, the Will-O-Wisp was definitely the better play. Because I guarantee you, I could have lived that Earthquake had I been using... Sorry, not had I been using. Had I used Will-O-Wisp and hadn't my opponent's attack been cut in half. And like I said, I could have lived the Earthquake, and then I could have gone for the Iron Head and picked... It's hard to say that I definitely would have, but they would have been at minus defenses. Actually, no, I would have 100% because they would have been at negative defenses and they would have... What do you call it? They would have been out of Aurora Veil. So, really, really good match, Alex. Definitely awesome. I find it really funny that you said you were going to lose. And it honestly came down to the wire. That Shell Smash was really, really clutch. I probably should have thought a little bit more when I went for the Will-O-Wisp. I should have been like, there is a chance you can speed up and then do this and good stuff happens for you. But it was still, regardless, a really, really fun match. I definitely enjoyed that. And I definitely feel like I need to be playing online battles a lot more. I'm way too out of practice, man. I used to be actually good at online battling way back when. In fact, I think you guys know this. I made a video about it a while back. I went to EB Games Expo and I won a tournament there. And I placed second in another one when I was messing around. Like, kind of ridiculous. A lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed that time. And I definitely need to get back into battling. My game sense, if you would call it that, is pretty lacking these days. Either way, really, really fun battle. I think I just got a notification on my phone. Probably a message from Alex. Either way, we're going to save this battle video, as we always do. And that's going to wrap things up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. And, of course, if you guys want to see more episodes from this series as they come out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And on top of that, if you want to be a part of the series and actually battle me, make sure you go follow me on Twitter, because Twitter is where I ask for all these battles. I'll be tweeting out on random days, most likely around the time that you guys see videos go up. Around those times, I'll be tweeting out saying, hey, anyone want to battle me today? And if you see that tweet, you respond to that tweet, you get to battle me, you get to be on the channel. It'll be a fun time. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.